Here we go.
Hello? Oh, for Christ's sake, now it's on speakerphone! Dame Julia here. You're wanted back in Temple Hall. This is an order, not a request. So wrap up whatever it is you're doing and find your way to Agatha. I expect to see you back here before I have figured out...
I'm sorry, do I look like I'm doing bloody walking?
Alright, Dame Julia.
Do not go, gent.
Can I stand up straight? Is this what you wear out there? Your generation has lost all sense of decorum. Does no one care about appearances anymore? We have received some additional intelligence about the rogue element. He's brazenly Right, so you cocked that one up. He knows you're onto him. The boys tell me he's heading into Agatha with the relic. If he manages to escape, it would be an utter disaster. We have an additional complication in that there's been enough noise over the ether to alert everyone else to what's going on. You are no longer the only one in pursuit. It is imperative that you get to our black sheep first and retrieve our possessions.
Hello, Age of
Hello?
Conan
Can you hear
Beach.
me? The transmission is compromised. Our Agatha net cannot locate you, and the ephemeral connection is fading. Our best guess is that the artifact affected the gateway to Agatha, depositing you and our traitor somewhere outside the
Shortcut
charted
time.
regions. Agatha is vast and dangerous, so be careful. You are also outside the jurisdiction of the Council of Venice. The gloves are off out there. No gentleman's rules, I'm afraid. Catch your target before our rivals do. And watch yourself.
And here's the next portal. Courtesy of Anarchy Online, the grid. Hey, Joe. How's it going?
Anything capable of doing this to one of the custodians of Agatha will be deadly to you. Permanently so. Exercise caution. You are our only agent on site, and we wouldn't want you to end up nullified.
Nullified. I jumped there because you can actually, like, when you go through those portals and it teleports you, you don't necessarily instantly lose your momentum. So if you're sprinting through, sometimes you'll literally just keep sprinting. Like, the desync will happen, and you'll still be sprinting when you come out the other end and shoot off the edge. And then it teleports you God knows where because you fell off. So I find jumping into the portals is better. Because you land with 0 momentum from the jump, right?
Where in blazes are you? We're... All right, yes, fine. That would be Shambhala you're looking at. It's not entirely unknown to us, but it's been off limits for a while now. Venice rules after several unfortunate incidents. It's a place of great power still under investigation. We've been pushing for the Council to open it up to the secret war. We are concerned that our rogue element is bringing the relic home, potentially amplifying its effects. Something to do with resonant quantum harmonics coupled with a powerful source of anima, causing instabilities in the occult fields.
That was a good one.
I don't know much about this nonsense, but I trust our code sorcerers. They are gravely concerned. Extreme prejudice is required. The target must be eliminated.
Man. Not gonna get over here in time. I get like half a statue or something. Nope, I got it. Oh, wow. I think that was pretty quick. Yay, we did it. Oh shit. I didn't know there was still one left.
Good work. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's never a pleasant business dealing with one of our own, but he brought it upon himself, I'm afraid. His name will be stricken from our records. His family will only know that he was lost in the service of his society. They are old-school Templars. They wouldn't be able to live with the shame. It's time to come home. Bring our lost treasure back to its shielded chest. Make no stops along the way. You're carrying what amounts to an atom bomb.
IP0. Oh wow. They're still like in the very start. They haven't even got like your weapons proper yet. IP0 means you haven't made it out of the training room. You're about to go do the you finished the first tutorial and you're about to go do the Tokyo subway part.
Try not to loiter. Makes the side look bad.
I'm warming to you. You carried yourself with grace and dignity, and a certain modern flair, I suppose. Miss Plimswood would approve. She was always the less formal one. She was the first of the new school long before it became fashionable. You are deserving of your new rank. I'm sure we will speak again soon. In the meantime, please return to your field operations. You can't afford to be short a man or woman.
Please don't trip any wards in here. The smell of sulfur makes me gag.
Alright, let's go Scorched Desert, I think. Oh no, I thought these were off cooldown. Shit.
Goodbye.
It's up 8 hours. They would have been if I was running tonight. Unfortunate. What about these? Any of these off cooldown? Nope. We can do Prometheus pretty easily. You'd run the fuck out of this. Oh, we can also get the scotch. Scotchy, scotch, scotch. This bottle should be here. Alright. Now, as long as you don't get stuck on geometry, we should be fine. I could run up by now, but there we go. Wait, what? Like somehow slipped off there. Wait, they need story mode. Darkness War?
Hi. People just not pay attention to their tells or something.
My eyes are blinded by your radiance, yet I still see.
Well met.
Rising Sands. This person wanted to help with story mode Darkness Or. I was gonna help them, but they're not responding. You can ask for help and then not respond when someone answers. Need another main mission. I would do the story mode dungeon would count for the main mission. Would respond to me. Dude, that dude just fucking respawned on top of me. That scared the shit out of me. Sneaky for pile of pebbles. Yep. They said 28 to 36 was the one they wanted, right? That's the third one, yeah. What's up, Yigner? How's it going?
They came in terrible ships.
Where's the... No, let's
riding
look through this.
creatures of nightmares, wielding powerful black magic. We know them now as Mayans, but our ancestors saw
Isn't
them
there, like,
only as
one...
masked demons from a hellish
Yeah, there's one back
place.
here.
Our tribe was outnumbered and stood no chance against the invaders.
Oh man, they are loading in
Warriors
crazy
had
slow.
lost their lives in the first battle. And the second battle,
Look, you can see
destroy us
where they're
all,
going to be.
the mountains unprotected.
Assuming they get in here. I hope they didn't crash on the way in. That's unfortunate. They had to have crashed, right? I don't think, even if you're on like on a slow computer, I don't think it takes this long to load in. You guys just have to wait, right? Because if they crash out, they should just disappear from the group, I think. Why does this need an invisible wall? Why? Breaking new ground? Nah, no. But why does this need an invisible wall? Hey, Nicodemus. Why does there need to be an invisible wall there? Like, at all? You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just jump through here? You know what I'm saying? Yep. E5, yo. Dude, they 100% crashed. No way they didn't crash. I didn't inspect them. I can inspect them. That's weird. Alright, so Chaos Pistol. It's a starting set. You'll beat me to 11 in the train. They're only level 35. You know, they're not doing too bad. All the name they're hiding. Yeah. No, they 1000% they crashed. Although it is weird it lets me inspect them. There's no way, like, it's been like, what, 2 minutes plus? There's no way they're gonna pop into the dungeon at this point. I would be shocked beyond belief. How long does it take for them to DC, though? I thought it was like 5 minutes or something. Log back in twice at this point. Seems weird. I have a theory. One theory is old computer plus crashing, right? So, like, okay, that would be fair. It's just he crashes and now it takes you a long time to get back in. Or even a multi-crash scenario. But I have another scenario, which is they crashed, slammed the keyboard, said fuck this shit, and just walked away. That's my other alternate theory. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... That almost happened to you once? I'm gonna have to ditch out. I can't stay in here for like a half hour or something. Hopefully they'll message if they're back, when they're back. I still need to do a quick mission though. DCV, let's see. Oh, gotta get the rainbows off there. Where's D? Where is D? Hello? D's nuts. Got him.
Quick access inventory updated.
I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Quick access inventory updated. Quick access inventory updated.
Porphyria. Alright, so I need monster kills and I need missions. Need like a kill things mission. Or actually I just need to kill things. That's like more accurate. I just need to kill some shit. Can you like kill 20 more things? Fuck. Maybe just go to King's or something. Yeah, this is... I know you guys are there. I mean like a good swath of enemies. Swath. Holy crap. Now SeaWorld implement powers of powers in like say a live action movie TV show. An abstract implement or borderline goofy, like a room and fire socket and dead and people get healed. I don't think they'd do that. I mean, you could shoot people with healing, but it would just be like an energy beam or something, I think. You know what I mean?
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Two, 4, 6. There we go. Now we need 5 main missions. Serious done manner. How do you think these operate? Still in animal power parts like how we usually see powerful characters in the universe. I mean, I've always described Secret World as like supernatural with like the TV show, but with more Cthulhu overtones. We're gonna do cost of magic just because we're here and I like it.
Quick access inventory updated.
But we're gonna try and speed run it. The Winchesters? Wait, was that a... That was a cartoon, right? Like an anime or something? I think so. It wasn't live action though, right?
Additional assignment received.
Wasn't it
Initializing.
animated? It was live action. I don't remember that. Well, it sort of wraps up the whole thing. I'm not remembering it. Dude, how slick was that? That was a pretty nice... I don't even think I got hit, right? That actually would have gotten me... If I didn't already have the achievement, that would have gotten me the achievement. That's kind of wild. Like, if you got the ladder climb shit down, you don't need to do fuck all. You just run. Run and make sure you hit your shots. Maybe I did get hit. I lost sprint, right? So I must have got hit somewhere. Still, I bet you I could do that on a different character. Oh yeah. First try, no acid. Sort of thing I'd want to see in a movie, like an Easter egg. Goofy dude just cartwheels through a wall while saying bye. Someone then get up the ladder quick, and the main cast just wondering what they just saw. You're done. You know what would be a good example of shit like that, honestly, that's done really well, is Doom Patrol. The Doom Patrol series. Like how they handled like Beard Hunter and Flex Mentallo. Dude. The wrong place. Is there, or like just the butts in general from Doom Patrol? Woo. Fucking perfect. The butts caught you super off guard. That was a pretty tight run right there. I had like a crib sheet note for this, but I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I know most of it anyways. Then go there. Then I would probably forget the harvest. That would be the part I would forget. But the rest is pretty... The rest I think I got. Yeah. I would have forgotten the harvest without looking at the thing. Here we go. Woot! Alright, what do we do next? I thought that was gonna attack me for a sec. Let me go. Just need to knock out some shit. I'm just gonna go to Kingsmith. My head on. Oh, we could do selected memories. Not selected memories. Well, yeah, I could do that too, but I mean, what the fuck is it called? The fucking Morse code one. God damn, dude. Brain is not working today. Dead air. It is. Don't know all of them. It's got to be Tokyo, right? I think it has to be Tokyo. It's just... It's a fucking... It's a city. Like, just scenery rise, right? Like I like a lot of them. I think all of them are really good and have their own like things going for them, but like Tokyo's just got so much it's such a singular cohesive thing, right? And its scale, I guess. One of zones in Tokyo for me, but I guess I'm paying the initial immersion. Never played Tokyo and TSW. Oh, I played Tokyo. Blocked on Tokyo and TSW. Back when keys were guaranteed drops, right? And like you just ground fucking keys like all the time. And you had to grind ages. Because it was awful if you didn't. How did I get turned around? I came at this from a weird angle. So I'm playing missing things for Tokyo. What do you mean? Do you mean the dungeons? And they did one of them. They in the rebalance they brought back Penthouse. That was one of them. Oh, that was the mini dungeon at least. Ooh, hello. Was this a Resurrection Joe lore? I think that's Resurrection Joe lore. Yes, it was. Nice. I don't need to do that shit anymore. The problem is there are Aegis dungeons. I know this is probably arguably the easiest to do because it's the smallest. And so you had to do half the fights, right? It had 3 fights instead of 6. But yeah, they have to redo all the mechanics and stuff. Which apparently they had plans to do. It was like spec'd out. It was in the original, it was in the original roadmap. It's just, there was like a time v resources thing, and it was like old content or new content. Right? Like, and so they did New Dawn instead. They pushed the content forward. Also, I think some people like to forget this for whatever reason, but like the manufactory dungeons, like, and also a lot of the content, right, like, was DLC. It was like optional. Like, not everyone had it, whereas it's like it's just included. Like, Legends doesn't have DLCs, so like plenty of people went to Tokyo and didn't just didn't buy the issue that gave you the dungeons. It was a dungeon only issue. That issue, by the way, had to have sold like shit. That issue had to have been like an abysmal like flop, I imagine. What with the news that 80% of the player base never sets foot in a dungeon, how the fuck would the dungeon issue have sold well? The dungeon DLC. Like, I even knew dungeon runners that all they did was do dungeons all day that didn't buy that fucking DLC. Because they didn't want to do Aegis stuff. They only did the older dungeons. Back in TSW. Lets you know, like, why some of the relaunch and monetization changes and stuff happened. They do this real quick. But I'm sure they'd be cool if they. It'd be cool if they did that. I mean, they certainly had plans to do so. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but. Familiar with talking out of my ass, not a complete timeline events, but also still continue the story. Yeah. Well, the thing too is like, it's not like After New Dawn is like the end, right? The game is designed to be like a live service, you know, like MMO. Like, you're not. Which, I mean, essentially means, like, you're never getting the end of the story, right? Like, the story doesn't really end. I mean, I'm sure that they have, like, plot points and places they want to get to. Maybe in theory there's an end, but the whole point is, like, to never get there. Like, why would you get to the end? That would mean your game is over. Doesn't make any sense. You get, like, to the end of a chapter, or the end of, you know, I don't know, like a season, right? You go like a TV analogy. But it's not, games like this aren't designed with like oh, we're only gonna have 6 seasons. Like, that's not how they make them. You imagine like if WoW was just like, yeah, no, we're done. This is the last chapter. And then we're just gonna do something else. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how those games are designed to be. They're just not designed that way. There's not really other way to say it. This is chasing the dragon sort of deal. Yeah, exactly. When stumble upon a pot of gold, so I can film a continuation. I mean, some people think it's easy as that, but I don't actually think. I don't even think that's. I don't even think that's the whole thing. Because it'd be like, it's the IP is the thing, right? And they've used the IP in other stuff. They've used it in Moons. They've used it in Iron Shriek and Ark. But it would you know, it's like the tabletop RPG, right? That's coming out. That's like licensed and stuff. Like the company still has like final approval on what you get to publish. So it'd be one of those things where I would almost think like there could be such a situation where like someone was like, yeah, I could throw a lot of money at this. And they're like, yeah, that's great, but we don't have the time or resources to spend doing our part to ensure that it's how we would want it to be. Which I guess you probably could still overcome that with enough money, I suppose. Right? But that'd be a tricky thing. Princewind, how's it going? So we need item empowerment and one more main mission. Is item empowerment? Being stream this time we're playing? I've done it a few times. It's like my lunch hour. Doing like a quick lunch hour stream.
Critical empowerment results.
So I have like a limited amount of time to do my dailies. Maybe I can do...
Initiating world simulation. Initiating reality simulation. Proceed when ready. Spawning arcane singularities. Stability not guaranteed.
Hold on here. God damn it.
New incursion point. Protect the occult focus.
My health back. No, I'm just gonna do this one real quick for the main mission.
Removing attack vector. Portal closed.
My hour is almost up. Crash from doing around. That could be a problem.
Adding attack vector. Prepare to adjust. Applying heavy ordnance protocol. Dropping the hammer. Closing portal. Defend the occult focus. Invasion leader created. Seek and destroy.
Wait, what thing had one ticket? Something had one ticket health left. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I watched a bunch of videos on the Twitch shit. That's wild. to pick some good. That was a weird situation. Nah, there's no good in this. Okay, not even a little bit. Also, it's just it's stupid on their part, honestly. Because they're just not. They're obviously being greedy. That's obvious, right? But like, they're not. They're not really thinking about like no fucking tournament or like any like competitive game is gonna be able to run shit
difficulty and continue or
on
stop
Twitch.
exercise.
They're just gonna be like, nope, can't do it there.
Spawning loot. Thank you for your participation in this simulation.
Critical empowerment results.
509. #1 attic goblin says he's gonna move to the site. You know it's all. Yeah, right. Aspen's like, fuck out of here. I think I'm gonna try and make this piece mythic real quick, maybe. Dailies are done. God, expensive. What the fuck? Nah. There we go. We manually got it there. Is this really worth the power differential though? I wanted to make this the mythic, but now I'm looking at it. A 1 in 4 chance, if they're already debilitated, to increase the debilitation by 1 second when they attack you. Is that really better than a 3-pip? Let me... Yeah, it's a 3-pip versus 2-pip. So, like... Like 300 hit point difference? And 50, almost 70. Wait. $14, 64 more protection, but like a 300 hit point differential versus just versus a 1 in 4 chance to extend debilitate by a second if they're debilitated in the first place. See, whereas like I have quantum at 2 pip. This seems worth to me, because that's like whenever you lose health when you're below half, you receive 10% more healing for 5 seconds. Like that's, to me, that's worth more. Yeah, it's when they attack me, but I'm a tank, so they should be attacking me. The whole point. I mean, Blazy Fearing does do debilitate. So it should be debilitating. But it's still just a 1 in 4 chance to increase that. What is that all that says? Doesn't say for how long they're debilitated. The fuck? I don't think the effect is worth, honestly. If I had a Radiant one, I think I would do it. I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna do this. 514, let's go. And we're all mythic. We're all mythic, yo. What? It did throw off the red background, though. It looks really out of place. Fuck. That's a gadget. That's not, doesn't count. It's not equipment. Fine. Okay, let's see. All right. We're gonna warrant to see if you complete that. Nah, it's all right. I gotta head out. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm gonna be late. Find someone to raid. I'll catch you guys later this evening. I'll raid Astrid. They're just starting, it looks like. Just 11 minutes. All right. Peace.